Hello and welcome to Craftec Covers. In this video, we are showing how to assemble our 1973 through 77 El Camino bed cover. We recommend a large enough workspace to build the cover on. After receiving the kit, you'll want to lay out the frame and familiarize yourself with some of the parts. Step 1 is to assemble the side rails 3 and 5 by sliding the aluminum splice halfway into the square channel section of each rail. Set the brace over the splice and rails, align the bolt holes, then secure the rail with the thread-forming bolts provided. You may notice the splices aren't threaded, and it's okay, the bolts are self-tapping. Step 2 is to assemble the rails 2 and 4 in the same manner. Step 3 is to measure and mark the side rails. Measuring from the rear of the rails, 7 inches will be the latch assembly, 13 inches will be latch cable tensioner, 21.5 inches will be a bow, 26.5 will be a shock mount, 43 inches will be another bow. Don't forget number 6 rail has a center pull strap at 24.5 inches. Step 4. Slide components into the end of the side rails. First will be a bow receiver, then a cover shock mount, next, a second bow receiver, then the cable tensioner, and latch assembly. And repeat that process for the other side rail. After all the components are slid into the rails, go ahead and then put them into place and tighten them down. Leave the latch assembly loose. We'll need to slide it out of the way when we attach the vinyl. Also, slide the pull cord guide plate onto the number 6 rail. Connect the hinge rail number 1 into the side rails 2 and 3 using the 90-degree aluminum corners and thread-forming bolts. Slide the number 7 and number 8 bows onto the bow receivers. The bows are different sizes, and number 7 is placed at the cab end and number 8 at the tailgate end. Next, install the tailgate rear rail number 6 into the ends of the side rails 4 and 5. Step number 8, install the rear plastic corners. Be sure to match the trimmed edges of the corner to the rear and side rails. And that should complete the frame assembly. Now it's time to attach the vinyl. Flip the assembled frame over and unroll the vinyl next to the frame. The front cover bead slides into the number 1 rail and the small C channel. Small amount of oil or other lubricant will make the cover slide a lot easier. Be sure to double check that you've centered the cover on the framework. We can now go ahead and flip the cover back over, vinyl side down. Install the front corners into the front edge of the cover. Be sure to match the trimmed edges of the corner to the side and the front rail. Now we can flip the vinyl's plastic weather strip over the side rails and tuck the frame into the cover. The plastic can now tuck into the frame's J channel to lock the cover into place. Be sure to work in a progressive manner, working your way around the edge of the cover. We found the easiest technique is to pull up on one hand while pushing down with the other one to tuck the plastic into the J channel. The latch assemblies should still be loose enough to slide out of the way while you tuck the plastic in place. After we get one side in, then we go across the bottom number 6 rail. and then just work your way back up the other side. Step 11 is tighten latch assemblies and tensioners into their marked position and attach the pull cable. Be sure to leave the pull cable bolt loose enough to slightly swivel. Now you should have a completely assembled tonneau bed cover. To begin the bed mounting, you'll have to remove 2 screws on the plastic trim piece underneath the rear window inside the cab. This will expose 2 access holes for our bolts to pass through to. You'll need to locate where to put the holes for the number 11 hinge rail by centering the rail on the front of the truck bed and place the bottom edge of the rail 1/4 inch above the window ledge. The top edge of the rail will rest against the window. Spot and drill the 2 5/16 holes. Do not mount the hinge at this time. The hinge and the cover must be together before bolting into place. Mount the cover support stops by measuring 40 3/8 from the inside top of the tailgate and 1 1/4 inches from top of the bed. Mark, drill, and mount cover support stop. This must be installed or the cover will fall into the bed. Install the bed shock mounts by measuring 13 3/4 from inside top of the tailgate and 3 inches down from the top of the bed. Mark, drill, and screw the shock mounts into place. Now we are ready to mount the cover. Insert the number 1 rail into the number 11 hinge rail, and the fully assembled cover and hinge can now be walked into position and bolted into place. After bolting the cover into place, the shocks can now be attached. Be sure to position the large canister end at the top. The last step is to test fit the latch striker bolts to the latches. After making sure they reach the latch, drill and mount the striker bolts. And now adjust the latch, the cable tensioner, and the striker for optimal operation with the pull strap. And there you have it. We know you'll enjoy your new El Camino bed cover, and be sure to check us out at crafteccovers.com, Facebook, or just call 1-800-CRAFTEC. From all of us at Craftec, thank you very much for watching our video.